It's important to know something about the status LED on your SKAARHOJ controller because it says so much about how it's functioning, and it can be the first place to look if you need to understand if there's a problem. Well, first I need to bring the attention to the Unisketch manual because it has explanations of the back connections and configuration mode. So here you see the manual basically, and we are interested in the status LED. Also, the configuration button. We'll talk about those two things at the same time right now. So the status LED is explained right here, and there's an overview of the particular ways it's going to blink. So I'm just going to shut this down and then open the serial monitor, which is the controller is connected to my computer here, so I see the output from the serial monitor. Okay, so first, we are now looking at a status LED, the one that sits just next to the Ethernet plug, that is blinking steadily green. That means everything is just great. Now, if I remove the Ethernet cable, we'll see that it changes to a quickly yellow blinking. And that's as soon as you saw from the serial monitor that it loses connection to the ATEM switcher. It will show it that there is a problem with the connection to any of the enabled device cores by blinking quickly yellow. Let's plug in the plug again. Like this, and quite quickly it has now resumed connection to the ATEM switch and everything is good. So, what do you do if it blinks yellow? You connect the serial monitor and you look what it says so you can see if there are any connection issues. If you bring your controller into configuration mode, and now I do it from the serial monitor, you will see that it boots, and first it blinks purple, and now it's blue. So now that it's blue, it means we are in configuration mode, and you can do the same using the configuration button. You press and hold, and after a few seconds it becomes blue, but if you hold it even further it becomes white, and white is the same as config D mode. So config D is for default, and it means that the controller will pick up the default IP address, which is 192.168.10.99, which is in this case also the IP address in the normal state. But if it had been different, you would, with the config D mode, you would always be able to bring your controller back to that particular IP address. There are other things to say about it too. One of them is that it will immediately go into a configuration mode of all the hardware interface components. If you press and hold the button even longer, so blue, then white, and then after another 4, 2, 1, now it should become red. So when it hits red, it means that it will clear presets. Clear presets will be the same as holding this button, but it may be necessary to use the configuration button if there is a severe problem with getting the controller's configuration up and running. So that's another thing you can do with this, the LED on the backside. Also, if there are problems with the presets in the controller, what you will see, if you see the status LED blinking quickly red, you know there's a problem. And if there are some of the codes of the status LED that you haven't seen before, then make sure that you consult the Unisketch manual to check out what it means.